Okay, so I've been asked how to scalp volatility indices, though I'm not much of a scalper on the volatility indices, but I'm just going to be showing you how you can scalp on the volatility indices. Right, so what I'm going to do over here is we're going to be using the moving averages on our main chart and the stochastic oscillator on the indicator window. Right, so over here on the main chart, what you have to install is, first of all, you have to install the 200 moving average. The 200 moving average is period of 200 is length, method exponential over here, EMA, right, and apply to close, right, and then you click what? OK. And the second moving average that we're going to be using is 50 moving average, right? So over here, 50 method exponential, apply to close again. And then for the stochastic oscillator over here, right, we're going to be on the MT5, we're going to be using the default settings, right? Then for this over here, we're going to set them to 533, right, or just the default on your MT5, right? And then you click what? You click OK, right? So over here, what we're going to be looking for over here is, first of all, right, what we want to see on the main chart for our conditions, right, is the where the moving averages are crossed over, right? So over here, the moving average is crossed for a sell over here, right? So when the moving average is crossed for a sell over here, on our main chart, on our indicator window, we're only going to be looking for selling opportunities over here, right? Same as for this, right? So in the past video, I showed you how you can enter using the 50 moving average. Just when you wait for this crossover here, right? And whenever the market pulls back to the 50 moving average, you check for your candlestick confirmations and you enter that. Check for your candlestick confirmations when the market pulls back to the 50 moving average and you enter. Right over here, it pulls back to the 50 moving average. As you can see, we've got no candlestick confirmation or a slowdown in momentum, nothing of that sort. So we don't get an entry, right? So I don't usually advise scalping on volatility indices. This is the strategy that you can use to trade normally to trade intraday trading, right? Just wait for the market pullback over here, right? But if you don't want to do that, right? Yes, if you want to get maybe sniper entries or whatever it is that you want, right? You have to this is what you have to wait for, right? So when you get this crossover here, right? What we're going to do is over here, right? Your levels over on the stochastic oscillator are going to be 80 and 20, right? Just like the normal chart. That's like the normal stochastic settings on your mobile phone, right? So over here, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the stochastic oscillator to come back, right? To come back around the above 70. I think above 70 is good, right? Above 70, right? And when it crosses for a sell, that's when you enter those sales, right? But actually, it's not, as long as if it's above 50, right? I think you can enter your sales. If the stochastic is above 50, I think you can. If it crosses above for a sale, you can enter your sales. Where you don't have to enter your sales is when it crosses below 50, like this over here. When it's at 32 over here, you don't get what larger moves over here. But when it comes back to the 50 above, right, like over here, you take your sell over here and you hold up until what it crosses back again over here. So that's just how you'll be scalping, right? So you enter, you exit, right? Comes back again over here, right? You enter and it goes against you a little bit. Right over here, it crosses again, and as you can see, it's still above the 50 range, which is it's okay, right? Above the 50, you can still take your entries over here. It crosses over here, and you enter right over here, and you hold a little bit. But as you can see, this is just a scalping strategy. You are in and out. You are not holding, right? So yeah, over here we don't get an entry because it's below the 30 moving average. So this is where holding comes into play. This is how you benefit if you are holding, because right over here you can get a scalp, right? Because you can't enter in these conditions over here. You have to wait again for the market pullback above to the above the 50 or above the 80 over here. When it crosses again, you're just taking those little moves, even though you could be eating this over here, but maybe it's because you want to grow a small account. If you want to grow a small account, I can understand you. I can get that why you want to scalp just for a few minutes, right? So that's just how you scalp volatility indices, right? And Yeah, it's actually just simple and straightforward. Over here, you'll be looking for your sales over here. But if the market crosses over below the around the 30 region over here, you don't take an entry, right? And then that's just it. It's so simple and straightforward, right? You can use it on any time frame, right? So let's go to the 5 minute. Okay, yeah, on the one. Yeah, you can enter on the one. You can also enter on the 1 minute time frame. But imagine entering on the 1 minute time frame. It's just so hectic, so some to sort of say. Right, so over here, right, crossover, the crossover for a buy over here. So we're taking our entries when there was what? When there's a crossover for a bullish trade, for a buying opportunity. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, check it out, try it out on demo first and see how it works for you. And if it works, just comment in the comment section down below. Right, and if this video was helpful to you in any way, please consider subscribing, liking, and hitting the notification bell when to get notified whenever we post new content. And it also helps the algorithm to make this video reach more and more people and help the channel grow, motivating me to keep on giving you strategies that work.